that you've got it made. You can do anything you want, and you'll live forever and a day. It don't matter if you're old or young, rich or poor, what your color is or your size. Won't stop death from knocking knock, knock, knock on your door. So, did anybody tell you you could die today? Buddha told me one day, blew my mind, and I ain't been right since that day. I wanna tell you now, you can die the minute you were born. Get hit by a car or slip on a jar. Hit your head while you're fucking real good in the bed. You won't even come, yeah. You can come from the gym, go for a swim, and drop dead from a heart attack. It don't matter what you're doing, death will get you no matter, 'cause let me tell you now, did anybody tell you you could die today? I learned it from Buddha and blew my mind. I ain't been right since that day. Let me tell you now, did anybody tell you you could die, I could die, we could die today, 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 right before you eat that pasta, right before you fuck, right before you go to the bank with your ATM card, right before you get your nails done, right before you press in, right before you cash that check, right before you fuck somebody. Didn't anybody tell you we could die, we could die, we could die today, 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 we could die today.
Wow, that's fun. That was moving. And you know I'm a comedian. There was a part of me that wanted to drop dead in the middle of the song. I mean, if I had just gone down really and died right now,
that would have been great.
They could play that.
I mean, not great for me, but
well, we'd have our first viral video.
Yeah.
In the middle of a song, the black wife is singing, the Jew dies in the middle. I mean, that would have. I think that would have gone viral.
That's performing art.
And I don't know. I mean, that would have been an amazing thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have been dead, but it would have been pretty fucking amazing.
We got a lot of hits. Yeah.
Oh, we probably would have had the most hits we've ever had.
All combined in our lives. Yeah. Well, I don't know if any of you out there listening know this artist, Charles. Forget, how do you say his name? Come on, help me out.
Charles Bukowski.
Bukowski, yes.
Any name that's got more than 3 letters.
I can't say it.
She's going to butcher it.
But
and I asked her before the show, I said, are you clear on the name? And she's like,
no, you said am I clear on the quote?
Well, you haven't started reading the quote.
Okay, well, here I go.
Watch this butchering coming up here.
All right. This is what he said that's so powerful. We're all going to die. All of us. What a circus. That alone should make us love each other, but it doesn't. We are terrorized and flattened by trivialities. We are eaten up by nothing. Isn't that a deep quote? Because we don't live like we're going to die.
I think what Bukowski was saying there, about the trivialities of it, was that you would think that because we're all sharing this experience, that we would develop compassion for each other. But what he's missing, I think, is that the fear of death is so great that it actually blocks the compassion because we are scared shitless of dying. This is the big thing, Hassan, dying. That's why everybody wants to be distracted all the time. Nobody wants to hear about dying. I mean, let's face it, we had 500,000 Americans die from the coronavirus so far. Right now, I believe there are 7 or 8 wars that the United States is fighting all around the world, although none of the American people know where they are or why we're fighting them. But we are fighting wars, which means people are dying. Therefore, rather than deal with it, this fear of death, we ignore it and we deal with a lot of trivial shit. As you said, trivialities. I don't know the way you said trivialities, but that was the word.
But the point got across, right?
I did, definitely. Yes.
Oh, and the thing is, he was dealing with the fact that we're scared of it. We don't even acknowledge it. It's almost like we're born and we think that we're going to be here. And see, what's tricky for us now is that you can now have plastic surgery. You can get different body parts. So we're trying to, as best as we can, just keep this life going.
Well, you know, the cause of death is birth.
Yeah, as soon as you are born, you're in the process of dying.
Yes.
But, see, we're dealing with something much more critical than death. We've got many more important things on our mind. I mean, it's like we're dealing with stuff like Pepe Le Pew. That's right. People are up an edge. Now, I went online. Epstein and I watched the Pepe Le Pew cartoon.
But let me say why. Because I'm not a cartoon person.
I am.
I never saw Pepe Le Pew.
I did.
When I was a child, even when I was like 4 or 5 years old, I was watching politics. I didn't watch cartoons. I didn't have a normal childhood. I had no brothers and sisters, and my parents never thought for 1 minute that maybe we need other children to play with. They didn't think of that for 1 minute.
No thought came to
No, they didn't ever have that thought. So the first 6 years of my life, I just was with adults, and my father was very into politics. All I did was watch politics, so I never got into cartoons. I didn't know Pepe Le Pew.
I did. And see, what I remembered about Pepe Le Pew, and when I saw the cartoon, I remembered that this was a guy that was craving, a skunk, was craving to be loved, craving it. And he met this cat who, in his mind, was a skunk. Somehow she always ended up getting like a white stripe on her body that she ran into pain or something. Now, he was affectionate.
You're calling that affectionate?
Yes, he was affectionate.
I watched some of the clips. I would say that his affection is similar to Andrew Nipple Rings Cuomo. I mean, he was pretty aggressive.
No, he just wanted to be loved.
Oh, come on. He was super aggressive.
He just wanted to be loved.
I thought he was pretty aggressive. I don't know if you got to fire the guy. I mean, he's a cartoon character, so I don't know if his feelings are hurt. I think we may be pushing it too far to fire Pepe.
But that's what's important to us in our society. This little skunk trying to get some love, okay?
Well, think about it. Last couple of days, that was what people were talking about. Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, a horny French guy, and he was...
Horny French skunk.
He's a skunk. He stunk. He's a stinky guy, and I think that's why the women...
The only time she went for him was when he put perfume on.
But now this whole thing is they're firing this guy because he's because he's a male showing too much aggression towards a female.
Yes.
And, unlike Cuomo, who's refusing to resign, Pepe Le Pew took the firing really well, I heard. He
had no problems with it.
He's partying right now in Hawaii and chasing chicks left and right.
Cuomo is taking the, how do you this term people, the page from Donald Trump. If Donald Trump didn't resign.
Well, I'm not saying that Cuomo should necessarily resign. I'm just saying that he didn't resign. But poor Pepe Le Pew. And the guy does stink. And we have to say one thing. This is a very important thing. Like,
Pepe Le Pew's
a lesson on Black Jew love.
Yes.
You know, you can't stink. Now, there are people that have a fetish. They want you to stink.
And you got to find somebody that's into the smell.
But
She
there's
gave
nothing
enough.
worse.
He didn't realize, Pepe, there are women out, there's female skunks out here.
That like that smell.
That like that smell.
You know, we got to make sure. You can't, like, a stink is you got to keep yourself clean. This is one of the most important things.
Well, he wasn't dirty.
No, I'm just saying. I'm giving advice to people who might
Yeah, but
be
he
listening.
wasn't dirty.
You don't want to stink. You know, you got to check that shit out.
Unless you find somebody that likes that smell.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes.
You just find somebody that likes the smell, then you're okay. Now, why are we dealing with death? Why are we talking about death? Well, we're Buddhist, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, the real reason that we're talking about death
Hello.
is that we saw that quote by Charles Bukowski,
Yes.
and we started talking about it.
Mm-hmm. Welcome
because
back.
you would think that the fact that everybody that you know is going to drop dead would open our hearts. I mean, it really should make you compassionate. We're all going to die, like every single one of us. It doesn't matter how much money you make, how big your dick is. I don't care how you know, if you have the, what is a Cardi B, she has this, what does she call about her ass? It's the what's this song?
I didn't know she called WAP.
Isn't that about her ass?
Well, she has a lot of songs. But it doesn't matter if you're Cardi
Doesn't matter
B,
what
have a vagina like
None of that
Cardi B.
matters.
If you're Beyonce, put a ring on it.
We're all going to
Doesn't
die.
matter.
But as
Doesn't
she said,
matter.
we're Buddhists. And as Buddhists, we really take this the other route. Like everybody else avoids death at all costs. But Buddhists, every day we're taught that we should wake up, and the first thought that should come into our mind, the first thought is that I may die today. And if you think about it, you might actually die today. This is the thing that's really interesting. Buddha was really smart. This guy was figuring everything out. Because, as you said in your song, some people die the minute they're born. Some people are totally healthy. They get hit by a car. Some people, die of a heart attack in the middle of fucking, which is my dream. Please let me die in her pussy. For many reasons.
Yeah, and who's gonna want this?
That's my
pussy?
number one reason.
Nobody.
Because it's a killer pussy.
No,
if you kill a man, you'll never get another man.
No.
So Buddha says that since we may die today, that's actually reality. And if you think you definitely won't die, then you're living in a delusion. So we practice dying. Like we have these meditations where we literally become a corpse.
Yes.
And just imagine that people are around us because we want to be very aware. Now, there's a reason for this. That if you think that you may die today, number one, a lot of the things that you think are very important, you would realize are not that important. You're not going to probably have an argument with your wife, although we might.
We might.
We're a little unique.
Yeah.
But other people, but also the main reason is that Buddha wants you to focus on learning Dharma and not getting distracted by Cardi B, not getting distracted by Pepe Le Pew or Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
Buddha wants you thinking about Dharma because just in case you drop dead, we believe as Buddhists, how you die, the mind you die with is very important.
That's right, because when you are dying, let me tell you something. How much money you got, your race, who you think you are, none of that shit matters. You want that breath. You realize.
But why is Buddha
but
telling
I'm
us?
telling them that this is called the transition.
I was trying to encourage you because you sounded like you had gone off
this was
with
called
one
a transition.
Lots of transitions.
You did that earlier. I brought you back. This is called a transition.
This shit better end soon. This Corona, and we're gonna kill each other very soon.
Yeah, but we're Buddhists, so. So, we had a little technical difficulty, but we pulled it all together. And
Did we really? I mean, did we just pull it all together? I mean, we're in the middle of talking about dying, and suddenly the computer says we don't have any more space.
Right.
Like,
so the computer died.
The computer died.
Yeah.
And you were about to explain to people how Buddhists are supposed to die.
Okay. I'll handle that.
Well, now I'm paranoid of everything that's happening here.
No. Well, see, that's just what happens with technology. One of the principles are when the computer breaks down, it's the computer's problem, not your problem. That's what we learn. And the thing is Buddhists, right? In a lot of different religions, like right before you die, you can confess all your sins, right? and then that kind of pardons you,
That's
to
a
go
great
to the
religion.
Pure Land.
That's what the
And
Catholics.
for Buddhists, it's not like that.
The Catholics,
at
you
all.
kill like 800,000 people, but right the minute before you die, you say you're sorry, Jesus forgives you.
Get a few Hail
and
Marys
that's it.
and you're done. But with the Buddhists,
it's
it's
none of
like,
that. Buddhists-
you know what? Before you die, you want to be calm, and then you need to know whatever you did, you're going to deal with it from lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. That's right.
So with the Buddhists, what she's trying to say is the moment before you die in Buddhism is really important because they call it the final test. They want you to be super relaxed, super calm. You die with a peaceful mind. You get everybody out of the room. I just wanted to reiterate it because I'm trying to warm up again. We had this little break here.
Oh, you deal with it. Yeah,
I hate fucking technology. But at the same time, we told you when we started that this was not going to be a smooth show. That this is part of it. We've had this happen before.
We're going to let you see what happens.
You just saw the mistake. You saw the love. You see the love between us.
Ooh,
in every situation, that love. So, anyway.
So they can see you knocking at the door. Who's there? Oh, let me go see.
Why don't you at the door?
Yeah,
Somebody's at the door. So anyway. I'm looking for my notes here. Here we go. So, back to the original point, which was that we're all very afraid of dying. This is a big thing. And there's a guy, his name was Ernest Becker, and he won the Pulitzer Prize. This is sometime in the 1970s. He was a psychologist, an anthropologist, and he wrote this book called Denial of Death. And he said something that I've often said to Hassan, which she argues about whenever I told her, but he goes, the final terror of self-consciousness is the knowledge of our own death. This is the peculiar sentence on human beings because we are the only animals that have to go through with the idea that we know we're going to die. Now, I had this discussion with Hassan, and she's telling me, no, the animals know when they're going to die. And actually, we came to the realization that nobody really knows what animals are thinking in general. Like, when we look at animals and it's cold outside, like, we don't really know what they're thinking about it. But we do know we're going to die, and this puts a lot of pressure on people. We don't want to face it. We don't. We'll do anything not to face it because the idea of ourself being not here anymore is kind of hard to understand. And we don't know what happens to us when we die. We have belief systems. Some people believe in heaven and hell and karma and reincarnation. Some people believe that, we're just, the second it ends. Now, and that's it. Like, you just go into the ground and there's no justice, there's no karma. Come on in. And speaking of no justice, no karma, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the artistic director of Epstein and Hassan's Dirty Truth Tellers, the great Joe Keys. Joe, welcome aboard. It's been a smooth show tonight, man. Let's see if you can smooth it out a little bit.
What happened, man?
Well, we're in the middle of the thing here. The computer says we don't have enough space, and we're on a roll. I was talking about great stuff, about how I want to die.
I want to see myself, man.
Yeah, you're in there. You're in.
It's important to me, man, that I'm in there.
I know it's important.
Very important to me. I don't care if y'all in there, but I got
So what do you have for us today, Joe? Let's see if you can perk us up a little bit here.
I don't know if I can perk you up, man, but I got a personal. This is personal, all right? I just want to take a moment and look in the curtain, huh? And, camera, how y'all doing? Now, I've been hearing mixed things. I just want to tell you from my heart, right? I've been hearing about J-Lo. J-Lo and A-Rod broke up. J-Lo, let me tell you something. You need a man like Joe Keys. See, I ain't gonna be out there trying to compete with you, baby. You can be on a strip bowl. You can sing your song. Have your titties in or out. I don't give a fuck. I teach you much better than A-Rod. I treat you much better than A-Rod. First of all, I don't cheat. He cheats on everything. Now, come on, you a smart woman. You know better. J-Lo, you need to call me, baby.
So,
I'll learn Spanish.
She speaks English.
But I'll learn Spanish for her.
So let me get this clear. You come on our show.
Yeah.
You sit down. You don't. You say you're supposed to be doing like a news story.
This is news.
You come on. The first thing you look into the camera and you start telling a woman who just broke up with her man a couple of days ago that you're available.
That's right, because right now she's sitting in her mansion wondering, what man can I trust, baby?
You think that that's what she's doing? You think she's sitting in
right,
her mansion
no, she's
and
sitting
she
in
wants some old black jazz drummer?
First of all, old. Not me.
You're not old.
No.
Okay,
I'm what you call seasoned.
Seasoned. Well, you do have a point about, I mean, Alex Rodriguez, he cheated in baseball. He was always taking steroids. He cheated on all his wives. And I had a feeling they were going to be a little shaky. But I'm just stunned that you come on. You know, you always stun me with what you have. Last week it was The Wizard of Oz. And today you're asking J-Lo to call you.
That's right. 6345789. That's my number. Area code 212.
63457. Oh wow, 7 numbers. You did.
7 numbers, motherfucker. I can count.
But I think that's a little low. You didn't even give her a chance to go through like a sitting shiver.
Look, this didn't just happen, man. This has been happening. Like you notice, J-Lo, every time you got something, he got to be up in the fucking camera.
Yes, I noticed that.
Baby, when you playing, I'll just do the drums.
Oh, so you do want to play with her?
No. I said when she's out there.
Yeah, A-Rod was with her at the inauguration. A-Rod was with her at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He was sort of like Zelig in a way. Remember how Zelig was in every photo? A-Rod likes that. But I also thought that A-Rod and J-Lo, I thought it was like a business thing because between the two of them, they're worth over $1 billion.
No, she falls in love.
No, she's got 500, 600 million. He's got 500, 600 million. So that adds up to $1 billion.
She's looking for love.
If she adds up her money with your money, that basically gives her her own money. It's 600 million.
You don't know what the fuck.
So you're now claiming you got.
First of all, I got land down south.
You got land.
I got land. I'm funny. My dick still works, J-Lo.
You know, because he took steroids, man. That's supposed to shrink your balls.
Yeah, I ain't never.
You know, guys that take steroids, that's one of the...
Well, that's why he's like that.
You know, your balls shrink. But it doesn't seem to stop him. He always has different girlfriends.
Yeah, it doesn't seem... Yeah, that's right. Now, let me tell you something. I gotta fix this computer right now.
We're having computer issues today, folks. Lots of computer problems. There we go. We're back.
See, he gets all bent out of shape.
No, I'm not bent out of shape.
You're bent, man.
It pisses me off. It pisses me off.
It doesn't fix the computer when you pissed.
That's true. That's true. As a Buddhist, I should realize that the problem isn't the computer. That's problem.
You're never gonna get that shit.
Is my internal.
I don't care if Buddha came in here and sat with you. You ain't getting that shit.
You think I can't get it?
No, you can't get it.
Do you have anything else for us? Because I have a question for you.
I got something else now. While I'm talking about all these women, right? They get with these men. They ain't had nothing. Now, I'm really upset. Jeff Bezos' wife, right? You know how much money that motherfucker left her. And who did she marry? A school teacher.
Man, that guy, his life changed.
Let me tell you something.
He went from being a school teacher to being
He called her during lunchtime, right? And he asked her, and she said, sure.
You know what it is, man?
He hung that fucking phone up. He ain't go to teach nothing the rest of the day.
Let me tell you something. I'm an expert on this shit. I've been with Hassan for 30-something years. And any man that can hang in there with her that long, that's a special man. That's a very special man.
I mean, her parents got rid of her at 17.
So, Jeff Bezos, he's such a douche that this woman couldn't stand him so much that she didn't even take half his money. She just asked him for like, give me $30 billion and I'm out the door. I mean, that's not bad, but she didn't, because she could have got more.
Yeah.
But then she went for love. She found a school teacher.
That's right.
Now she could have found you because you were a jazz drummer.
She didn't leave Seattle, man.
Oh man, that's the problem. You never been to Seattle? Too much rain there for you?
Too much rain, man. I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, J-Lo. You need to think about what Jeff Bezos' wife did. Get you a regular
guy
that will love you and worship you. This motherfucker putting on more face cream than you putting on. He moving you out the way. When you on the runway, baby, I'll let you run all the fucking way.
And you could be Jay Keys.
No.
You just want to be Joe.
Joe.
Okay. So you think that Jennifer Lopez, woman almost to have $1 billion, big star, that she's looking for an elderly, seasoned black man?
Background singers, man.
Okay, I'm saying maybe you got a shot, man.
She married a background
But if you get with J-Lo, you'll bring her on our show?
Yeah, I'll bring her on.
That'll get our ratings up, you know?
I'll bring her on.
I have one quick question for you, Joe, because I have no
yeah.
idea how long the show is, because we have a lot of different things going on.
Just talk, man. Stop. This motherfucker whine all the damn time.
So, as a Jew, what are you expecting?
Well, come on, man.
We were talking about death, and as someone your age, you're very close to death. How do you what do you think happens? Do you believe in reincarnation? You think heaven, hell? What is your death thing? What do you think happens to you when you die?
When you die, I think your dick stays hard forever.
Really?
And all I'm asking.
Is that true? I heard that guys, when they die, their dick does get hard.
I know mine is going to.
Really? And that makes you, but you're not going to feel anything. You're going to be dead.
I'm going to feel the shit even when I'm dead, man.
Really? You have that kind of dick?
Got that kind of
Well, maybe J-Lo wants that, because you know what? I'm saying, like, she's a dancer.
Dick?
No, she's a dancer. She's probably, and you're a drummer, so you two, like, can do a lot of stuff. You could cha-cha-cha and drill.
Yeah.
See, Hassan has to deal with my lack of
many things.
my lack of rhythm.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, I'm not a rhythmic guy.
Do you know how to slow dance, man?
Not really. I know how to do it.
You know, if you're married to a black woman and you can't slow down, you need to leave the computer alone, man. You're freaking off. It's all right, man.
All right.
It don't matter. And the thing, I'm going to tell you something.
I'm going to, our guest is here. Let me go get him. Tell them.
Tell y'all something. I ain't scared of dying because I ain't scared of living.
Oh, that's deep.
That's right.
That's like a Hallmark card. I'm not scared of dying because
but I'm not scared.
Can you get any more corny?
I'm not scared of the fucking computer.
Can you get any more corny? I'm not scared of dying.
No, I'm not.
You're a corny motherfucker.
Not scared of it, man.
Corny motherfucker.
Shit, it don't matter to me. Whether, when my time is up, it's up. I live my life, I enjoy it. That's what I'm saying. J-Lo, you need to come to me. Come here, man. Whoever it is. It might be my boy. Come on in, man.
Joe Keys! It's Joe Keys! Oh my God, it's great to see you, Joe.
How you doing, man?
Joe, I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know it.
They haven't had me on the show. I don't know why. They won't call. I don't know why. I thought maybe you knew. What's up? Why am I only getting once every 3 weeks now?
I don't know, man. Ain't nobody said shit to me. You ain't had no news.
I got plenty of news.
What's happening?
I don't like, they want to limit me to sports. That's what it is.
Well, your name is Stevie Sports,
That's
man.
not my fault. My father's name was Hyman Sports. I mean, that's our last name.
But then when you came on, you said that's what your thing was.
But
man.
I could do music. I could do fashion. Look how I look. I got a hat that's very cool.
Handle that voice.
Oh, now I'm here to talk. But I got sports today. You want to hear some
Let me
sports?
hear some sports, man.
So anyway, the other day here in New York, they had the Big East tournament. That's a college basketball tournament. They call it the Big East.
Yeah, I know. I was there.
Yeah, Big East. All these big guys. They got big dicks. The Big East. The biggest dicks in the East.
That's racist, man. How you know they dicks big?
They're like 7 feet tall, these guys.
Let me tell you something. I ain't 7 feet tall, and my dick is average. It's about 10.
10 inches? Ay, Vegas, man, Joe. I love your Tata
Get the fuck
Sheena.
off me, man. Go
So anyway, they had the Big East tournament at the Madison Square Garden. All the teams were there, all the East teams.
Yeah.
And one of the coaches of the Big East team from Georgetown is Patrick Ewing.
I know.
Now, Patrick Ewing was a great star for the New York Knicks for many, many years. Never won a championship game. He couldn't beat Michael Jordan if his life depended on it. But he was good. He was a good guy, Hall of Famer. So he's not a coach in Georgetown.
Yeah.
So his team is playing.
Yeah.
And they got this, a lot of teams
That's
there.
the point, man.
It's not just 1, 2 teams. There's like 8 teams.
Yeah.
So every time Patrick Ewing tries to get into Madison Square Garden, the security stops him. Even though he's Patrick Ewing. They're stopping him.
They don't recognize him.
And like, at first I'm thinking, is it because he's a black guy? But everybody's a big black guy in there. They're letting everybody in. But what it is you have to show a badge to get into this building.
Right.
Patrick Ewing doesn't want to show a badge because he's Patrick Ewing, and he said, "This is my house, Madison Square Garden." He called it his house, not even a building. He called it his house. Black guys always say that it's my house. You know, the field is my house. Wherever a black man lays down his hat is his house.
But where you going with this?
I have no clue. I had no clue. I said,
let me tell you.
I'm not done with my report.
What the fuck else is there to say?
So he keeps getting stopped, and he don't like it. So he called James Dolan in person. James Dolan, the owner of the Knicks.
Yeah, what he said?
James Dolan said, you know, we got to have security nowadays, Patrick, and they don't recognize you. I don't know how you can't recognize Patrick Ewing. I mean, the man is a 7-foot tall guy.
You ever work around these new security guards that they got, man?
These new security guards,
they ain't looking.
They want to be cops. That's what it is.
It's more than that. You got a boss like James Dolan. He's telling these dudes, you let anybody in my house without checking, you fucking fired.
Now, I understand that. The security guard is doing his job.
He's doing his job.
So some guy, Spike Lee, he always has to get into every shit. That's Spike Lee. He's always trying to get into shit.
Yeah, that's his
He
job.
don't like Dolan. So he's saying if Derek Jeter went to Yankee Stadium, would they make him show a pass to get in?
Derek Jeter ain't a nice dude, but he's appropriate.
He's an appropriate dude.
He's gonna show the fucking ID.
Now, my point on this whole thing about Patrick Ewing is if you had won a championship instead of losing every single time, even losing to the Rockets that time, he lost. He's a loser. He's a big guy, but he used to sweat. Oh, that guy would sweat.
Yeah.
As he was taking this announcement, sweat would be pouring off his body. I'm sort of like that.
He's an island guy, man.
I'm from Long Island, too.
I'm not different kind of
I'm a Jewish, sweaty guy. And
I know.
There's nothing a woman likes more than I'm the Pepe Le Pew kind of guy. Like, when I get into the bed, women have a tendency, they go, ay.
They ain't even in the room.
They're not even in the room, and I have a lot of gas. This is a big problem.
You have a woman there?
No, I occasionally, I don't like a stripper. Let me tell you, that Cardi B, she reminds me of a stripper.
Yeah.
I like hookers. I'm a guy, there's a difference between a stripper and a hooker to me.
What's the difference?
A stripper teases you. She gets you hard, she gets you excited, and she takes your money. I don't like that. I want you to get my dick hard. I want to come. And the hookers, they don't even care if you're a little stinky. They're open. They're open kind of girls. They're open girls. I like that. But anyway, they got to close out the show, so why don't you start...
I'm getting out of here, because... You kind of Pepe Le Pew in me, man.
I'm stinking, right? I'm a little sweaty. It's hot in here. There's like no room between people. I'm smelly. I've always had this issue, a little body odor kind of thing. They call it BO. I don't know if they still use that.
No, black folks, we don't stink, man. We on the run too goddamn.
It's great to see you, Joe. And tell Hassan to get back.
So, J-Lo, I'm telling you, baby, call me. And Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, that fucking school teacher. Don't show up for class, baby. Come to the trouble.
Jeff Bezos' wife?
Yeah, she was a teacher, man.
Jeff Bezos' wife.
Teacher.
That guy is loaded. That guy's worth $200 billion. Can you imagine one guy have $200 billion, but he doesn't want to pay his workers shit? How greedy is he? He's a very greedy guy. That guy, that Jeff Bezos, I'm not a big fan of that guy. I'm not going to lie. But let's get back to what's important. You're going into a game, Patrick Ewing. You know there's security guards there. Have your pass out. What's the big fucking deal? Why is this such a big deal? The security guard making $12, $15 an hour, whatever the minimum wage is here in New York, 15, I guess. That's all they're making. Dolan's not giving them a lot of money. And he told them, security guards, I don't care who's at the door. You make sure everybody shows your pass. Simple. Simple. What's wrong with people nowadays? What's wrong? Now, I'm very frustrated by a lot of things right now. A lot of things are frustrating to me. I'm not.
Joe.
Hassan is back, ladies and gentlemen. The great.
What was Joe all upset about?
He said I had some BO today, and I'm the Pepe Le Pew.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I gotta go, folks. Goodbye.
Bye. It was good being with you today.
Could any more things go wrong in one night?
How many things went wrong, sweetheart?
Every single thing with this computer. And I know why, because Zuckerberg is fucking with us. I'm telling you, Zuckerberg knows. He knows.
He knows what?
He's in this computer, man. You don't think he's in there somehow? Or one of these tech guys, they're all in there. I know they are. You think I'm paranoid? I'm telling you, they're in the computer. All right? So every week we give a shout out.
Yes, we do.
So who is the shout out to tonight?
Yeah, we're just smiling at the camera until we get our technical stuff together. Yeah. Okay, so where are we now?
Do the shout out.
Okay. Our shout out tonight is to Miss Joy.
Why? It's Women's History Month. You got to set it up.
Okay, I was going to do that, Steve.
But no, you would say that first.
I was going to say our shout out tonight is to,
Miss J.
and the
Grace.
reason we chose her is because it's Women's
Okay, if
Month.
you want to say it like that, backwards, that's fine. If you want to mess it up, I mean, it fits the rest of the show.
Okay. Then why don't you?
No, you do it. You gotta do it.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Go ahead.
I'm gonna do the fuck you, so you do the shout out.
I was trying to.
And you do it again. It's no big thing.
Our shout out is in celebration of Women's Month. And we chose Miss Joy. Our shout out is in celebration of Women's Month. And that's why we chose Miss J. Grace. She is a powerful woman, a
woman, a spiritual woman.
Yes, yes.
A woman of a huge heart.
Brilliant woman.
And
so supportive, and we love her.
she used to be on the same radio station that we were on, New York Talk Radio. As a matter of fact, the first time we ever appeared on New York Talk Radio before we got our own show was with J. Grace.
That's right.
And she's a really, really a special woman. And because this is the month that we celebrate women.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to J. Grace.
That's right.
I don't think Jay lives in New York anymore, right? She lives in Florida,
yes,
I think.
Yes,
Jay,
yes.
you're in Florida with all those. I'm not really big on your state. I hate your governor, but it has nothing to do with you.
Nothing at all.
So, Jay Grace.
Shout out
to Jay Grace.
Yes, we love you.
And we thank you for
being a phenomenal woman.
A real woman.
Yes.
You know, I think is Jay married now?
Yes, she is.
Okay, so
yes.
I won't flirt with her. I used to flirt with her on the air, but now that you're married, I'm sort of like, I'm not like Joe Keys. I don't come in and try to take.
No, Joe wasn't really flirting with J-Lo. He was just saying.
J-Lo just broke up, though. I mean,
you
it was a little
but she doesn't choose the best men, and he was just saying to her, "You need to maybe try me out."
Okay,
that's all he was saying.
So that's our shout out, Jay Grace, and now we're gonna do our fuck you.
Fuck you,
military industrial complex. Do you know that the United States sells 40% of the world's worst weapons? The weapons of destruction. We sell 40% of it.
Right.
The rest of the world all put together, China, Russia, England, they sell 60. So we're basically almost selling half of the weapons of death. And you know who our best customer is? Saudi Arabia.
There you go.
And that crazy prince.
There you go.
Now, Joe Biden, we've been nice to you so far. We're almost going to come up with a fuck
Watch
you to
your
you.
ass, Joe.
You know, Trump went over to Saudi Arabia and he said, listen, they're bad guys, but we're bad guys too.
Right.
We could be friends.
What's
you
the
said
big deal?
that you were going to take care of this, and now you're letting that crazy prince go.
We're waiting.
We're almost going to give you a fuck you, but right tonight, and you know what else about it? I heard, Hassan, all the big military industrial companies, the big 5 weapon companies, the CEO of every company is a woman.
Check it out.
You know, this identity shit, you can have a vagina and be evil.
That's right. Just like you can have a cock and be evil.
Exactly. And you could be black, white, gay, transgender.
Don't matter.
It's what's in your heart.
What's there.
What's in your heart.
That's
so once
all
again, military industrial complex,
fuck you. Yeah.
What a show tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
and now, I almost forgot the most important thing of tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Louis the Lion. This is Louis the Lion. Louis came to live with us. Buddy brought him home about 6 months ago.
Yes.
Louis was a hardcore alcoholic.
That's right.
And today is 6 months without a drink for Louis the Lion.
That's
and
right.
we wanted to give him a little love. Give it up for Louis the Lion.
Give it up for Louis.
Louis, you hang in there, man. Buddy, you proud of Louis? Buddy's very proud of Louis. Yeah, he's very proud. So
Yeah.
6 months without a cocktail.
Not a cocktail.
If Louis can do it,
You
can
can
do
do
it.
it.
We're Epstein and Hassan, the Black.
Yeah.
And Jew.
Yes, you forgot about yourself.
That was the worst show of all time.
I don't think so. He just gets all nervous and wound
Yeah,
up.
they start out talking about death. Who wants to hear about
When
that?
people are gonna die, they need to know. I think
But
it's
that's not a
good.
rating show. You
It
gotta
doesn't
do things-
matter. You gotta be brave, man. You're fucking scared.
I'm not scared. I just want some people to listen. They come on.
They listen to
The
it, man.
Buddhists die like this. The Jews die like this.
Oh, shut up and stop
Then
moaning.
he says he wants to die in Hassan's pussy.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
That was really wrong.
Yeah, that's romantic. That's really turned her on. Not.
Nobody wants to hear what he says. That's
No.
what I'm saying.
Who does? Why does he
And
think
then
that?
he doesn't shut up. He's
No,
talking.
he gets
and
all
moaning.
nervous and shit.
And then Joe Keys comes on and hits on J-Lo.
Oh,
First of all, you think J-Lo was watching this show?
yeah. And do you think J-Lo wants Joe Keys?
The odds are she wants Joe Keys more than the odds that she was watching the show.
Yeah, I
J-Lo's
think
on
so.
the block. She hangs out in the Bronx and
That's
plays.
right.
plays-
She's a there girl. She's a now
She
girl.
plays stickball because she's so from the Bronx.
She is
J-Lo
Jimmy
hasn't been to the Bronx in a long fucking
She
time.
doesn't even know where it is anymore.
She don't know. And then Stevie Sports comes on, stinks up the whole
What the
fucking
hell?
room.
Why was he so nervous?
Because he was very connected to Pepe Le Pew.
Oh,
They
yeah.
know each other.
Oh, yeah. Poor
It's very
Pepe.
sad, very
Yeah,
sad.
yeah.
So let's see what happens.
Well,
With
you know,
Jack,
humans suck.
they smell. They gotta
Yeah,
spray shit
yeah.
on to make
But
them
we
leave.
love Jay Grace.
Jay Grace is nice. Do you know who's
Yeah.
not nice?
She takes a shower. She doesn't stink.
Nah, she doesn't stink. We used to
No.
come on the radio show. She never stunk up the studio.
Never.
There was
Always
somebody
nice.
on our show that stunk it up.
All the
I
time.
won't say the name of the gorilla.
No.
Fuck Niels.
Yeah.